One. Zach, I'm going to do a pre-demonstration for you. You're the first human being that I've ever done this for. So this is for my daughter and pretty much everybody else in the world to kind of understand where I am with spirituality. Okay. So Zach, these are the numbers. Are you there? Just say something.
I'm here.
All right, here we go. So you can talk to me. Okay, so these are the numbers. Now, there in my reality, there are only three numbers: one, two, and three. And if you look real close, you can see the one's got a top on it, the fours, and the seven. Okay, so it's one, two, and three. Now, the reason this is number three, it comes right up here. Now, the diameter is 3.14 is the circumference. Okay, so they had this symbol, which is basically the diameter and the circumference three times. They had the symbol for a long time. So if you make this symbol in cursive and you start right here, you end up going like that. Boom. And you go like that. And over time, the gap grows. And so the real number of three is actually the circle. That's because three pieces of string equal one circle in diameter. Okay, so going back over here, we have...
What do you mean by string?
So a lot of people back in the day used to have just pieces of string to explain situations, and three pieces of string would demonstrate this symbol really quickly. So if you had three pieces of equal string, you demonstrate that the diameter is 3.14. The 0.14 is very negligible, and it's within the margin of error. So three pieces of string would equal one circle in diameter. So then we'll go back over here. So we only have this number one, then we have number two, then we have number three. Then we go back to number four. Now, if we go to number four, it's actually the same as number one. So we make the number one symbol, and then we make the bottom of the number one in the middle of number four, take the top, tilt a little bit, and then you get number four. So number four is the exact same symbol as number one. Number five, backwards number two, no explanation. How would you differentiate the second circle? You would tick on the top. So the 6 is actually the tick on the top. Then you go to 7. 7's the 1 again with the top of the 4 and the 1 right there. Just a little, we're going to make it not as much. And then take the middle, make it a little bit smaller, you get the 7. Now the 5 and the 2, really easy to see for the number 8. Now 9, this is our number 9, but it's not the old number 9. The old number 9 is a tick here and a tick here. This is the new number 9, just so we could differentiate the circles. So basically what I'm saying is if these are the numbers, and if this is the number 3, this is the number 6, this is the number 9, well, that actually, I forgot to put these ticks in there. So they would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this one would be a full one. So this symbol, which is known as in a lot of places, this symbol is known as the mystery of the great spider. So if you look this up in History Channel knowledge, and they're going to find all over the world, pre-Babylonian, this symbol all over the place, and they couldn't figure it out. And it's actually the old number, the way of counting, which is number 27. So that's just number 27. So then if we're like, what else can we look at this simple understanding of a 3, a 27, and a 108 base. 108, I'll just do that real quick so we can just jump back to this later. You take the 27, this is the first 27, the second 27, the third 27, the fourth 27 for 108. So you have 100, literally something that is 108. As the next, quote unquote, you can have a number of 108s, and then you get 408s equals 132. They used to put 432. So they used to put a circle, a quarter circle around each one to recognize the 130, the 108. But that's only once you graduated into that. So in this system, we have a 3, a 27, 108, and a 432 built-in math system. So that's the basic base. So what can we do over here is, so how can we relate this to anything else? And so we actually go over to our alphabet, and we look at our alphabet, and we realize the 1, 2, 3 are nothing different than PRB. The 3, that's a 3. VNM. It's a 3 again. You're just adding 1 slash each time. It's a 3 again, sideways. 1 FE, 1, 2, 3, UKW. Now this U and this V are interchangeable as symbols in this situation because the V works better in both situations, but we have to use that symbol for one. So TJ I. 1, 2, 3. You have to build it up. Now, the key to this, and these are the last other symbols, C, G, Q, which is the C, the G, and the Q. That's 1, 2, 3. A, D, 0. If you've ever seen the A written like this, it's a symbol of 2. This is actually the expanding A. And then when it's gone past, this is the beginning, this would be known as 1/3. This is 2/3. And this is the full circle, if you can think of it that way. And then the missing symbol is this symbol right here, which I think is actually, how would I say this, Tim? It's not actually that symbol, but that's that symbol. This is the key. This language that we're looking at right here, the English language was made in the 11th century by a group of occultists. So some of these symbols are not right, but the 27 key is correct. And yeah, so what we're going to do is all the ancient languages were written backwards. So when you went A, B, C, you're actually looking at the key is actually backwards, so Z, X, Y. Now those symbols are right here, where the Y is actually the first of the plutonic solids. Pretty easy to see. And the first plutonic solids is actually the star tetrahedron, which is actually the Jewish star. So the Jewish star is actually the Y. If you go to Japan, it has the same symbol of Y. It means mountain, all those things. Anyway, the symbol of X is the symbol of the box. It's actually the symbol of star tetrahedron, and the symbol of star tetrahedron actually forms the square box. And that is, if you unbox, you get Christ's cross. So you have the bottom of the box, the side 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 of the box, and the top of the box, you get the cross. Now, when you get the Z, you actually have two Z's there. That's actually completing the structuring, and that is actually the symbol of, I don't know if you can do this with your eyes, but there's a four-sided pyramid on top of another four-sided pyramid, so it makes a diamond shape. It's the Greeks knew that as the eye of God. This is actually, quote-unquote, the proton. This is the electron. This is actually, how would I say this to you? This is quantum physics built into the actual English language to decode the 1, 2, 3 code. So that's that basic thing. That's the symbols.